Nutella's not allowed in the house.
Dangerous.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, uh-oh, did the dog get into it? No,
No,
that's
no,
not.
No,
no.
yeah.
Kelly
Can't be
gets into
trusted
it with a
around it.
spoon.
Yeah.
Welcome to Court Captains, a volleyball podcast.
Where we talk all things Major League Volleyball. I'm Kelly.
I'm Nikki.
I'm Ian. And today we're talking another playoff push, also just the devastation of Orlando and Atlanta. We'll talk about that. Games. We're talking about games. But first, before we get to the games, a message from our sponsor, Volley, the sponsor we've had all season. You may have seen me on the Instagram looking at Volley while I was at a different social event because I'm the type of person that if there's an awkward pause or if we're in the middle of a conversation, I'm taking out my phone, looking at stuff. So I don't have to look at people, so I don't have to talk to them. And the Volley app is good for that. You can check. There's lots of scores. There's lots of stats. There's plenty of things you can waste time on instead of speaking to the other people around you. And on that Instagram post, I was checking the scores. I think it was Friday, so we were seeing the early season or the early week scores. And yeah, go there. Fantasy standings, highlights, content like podcasts and such. It is playvolley.com/court captains for the app. playvolli.com/court captains. Get it downloaded.
Yes, and in that instance, it was me that he didn't want to talk
Yeah,
to.
it was Nikki.
He talks to me enough.
Nikki and, one of my best friends and my wife. Had to go on my phone.
Had to check the scores.
Yeah,
Had to check the scores.
just had to.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So we're coming down to the wire here.
Yeah.
Things are
We
getting
really are.
intense. It's just a couple more weeks of regular season. Things are still up in the air. The only real transaction, quote unquote, because it wasn't a real transaction, but the update that I have is that Carter Booth officially joined the Pulse this week. So she came back to the US and she got involved. And that's exciting. Good for her.
Very.
Yeah.
But that's really it. I guess we
Wait,
talked
sorry.
last week about,
Real quick. I'm so sorry.
no,
So
it's okay.
that's who we talked about a couple weeks ago, who was drafted,
Yes,
went and played
drafted.
overseas in Italy,
Yes.
and her season is presumably done
It's over there. That's
over
correct.
there. So she
Over
came.
over
Okay.
there.
In what
She came
position
back.
does she play?
She's a middle blocker. She played
Okay.
at Wisconsin, if you
Okay.
might recall.
Sure.
She's a player who I feel like when I see her, you can tell that she started, they were like tall, you,
Yeah.
middle.
Sure.
And now she's like kind of been in these very intense gyms where like she kind of had to like catch up beyond just like I'm tall and all of this is just working for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
you have to like start to kind of I feel like sometimes with middles, we see some of the coordination and some of the like athletic moves come a little later. And
Yeah.
it's starting to really come together for her.
Nice. That's
I'm
great.
excited to see her continue to progress.
Yeah, I hope she plays so we get to watch.
Yep. And I do believe that she got in
Oh,
Yeah,
she
she
did
got some
this
play.
time this week.
Sunday.
I see that now.
Yes, totally. I saw a couple
I'll have to watch
updates.
that.
Watch it back. Um, but then we also got to see on Atlanta Vibe the woman that we talked about joining late, a Mosher, not Brooke Mosher. Brooke Mosher of Omaha was setting against Jenny Mosher of Atlanta Vibe, the outside, and she started this week. I think she started. She at least played a lot. And it's fun to see new faces late. I think that that's kind of a complicated thing that this league deals with their timing going later than the other leagues, and then all these people join at the end. It's giving a little bit cheap, that you can get these really good players to come in for the last couple weeks. But in this instance, we're okay with it. Volleyball's a team sport.
It's interesting. Yeah.
There's only so much they can do. But yeah, that's that's what we have in terms of new faces. I think we can just jump into the scorner so we can start talking games
Early
and then
scorer,
also
yeah.
like where we're at in standings and what it all means and
Yeah, sure.
who
Better to
needs to
get
do
the
what.
scores out of the way first.
Right, so we can talk about.
Today for snack we have
Oh,
Back to
great.
snacks.
some graham crackers.
Nut classic snack.
Hell yeah,
I've been
brother.
I need to
really
go
on a
grocery
graham
shopping.
cracker kick.
Yeah, they're
Are you
good.
dipping those in anything?
No, just straight
Yeah.
Okay.
cracker.
Okay.
Raw
I
graham.
used
Raw
to
dogging
I j-
crackers.
I just need you to know that like for a good 5 years after I graduated college, I was dipping graham crackers in Nutella like every day.
Oh,
Classic, yeah.
yeah, that's yummy. Nutella's not allowed in the house.
Dangerous.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, uh-oh, is did the dog get into it? No,
No,
that's
no,
not.
no.
Yeah.
Kelly
Can't be
gets into
trusted
it with a
around it.
spoon.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, okay, snack on those and let's
Yeah.
hear the scores.
All right, here we go. It began one game Thursday, April 16th. It was Omaha at Orlando on Roku channel. It was a battle of playoff hopefuls. Very exciting, very tense, but Omaha kind of made it less tense by being really good in the game, and they boosted their playoff chances and battered Orlando with a sweep in Florida, 25-13 in the first set, and then 25-23, 25-22 to finish it off. Started a really good Omaha week. They finished hitting 295 to the Valks 108 and outblocked them 13-3 in this game. Omaha had three players tied for the team lead, spreading the ball around. They all had 9 kills. Sarah Parsons hit 286, 3 blocks as well. Merritt Beason hit 238, 3 blocks. And Brooke Nuneviller hit 207. Brooke Mosher, got the mention from Nikki already early in the podcast, handled setting duties in this one, 29 assists, added 7 digs and a block, 2 kills, 400. And Layla Blackwell had a really fantastic game, 7 kills at 462, 2 blocks and an ace. On the other side, Hannah Maddox back led the way with a pretty good game, 370, 13 kills and an ace. Zoe Weatherington had 5 kills off the bench at 308, but outside of them, they couldn't get really anything going on either side of the ball. As I mentioned, they only had 3 blocks in the game. Brittany Abercrombie finished hitting 0 with 3 kills, and Lindsay Vanderweide hit negative with 2 kills. She was blocked 4 times. As I mentioned, the Velks only had 3 blocks in the game, so Lindsay Vanderweide was blocked more times than Orlando blocked anyone. Kind of ominous for Orlando's playoff hopes to start this week. And like I said, Omaha looked really good. So then we go into Friday. San Diego Mojo at Atlanta Vibe on YouTube. San Diego fought off the Vibe in a long second set and continued on to finish the sweep in Atlanta 23-25, 29-27, 25-21. The Mojo found a way to win it, taking both of the first 2 sets of the game despite being out hit in both of them. Led by Maya Tabron and Morgan Lewis, both had 11 kills at 314 and 250 respectively. Maya added a block and Morgan had 4 blocks of her own. Marley Monserrat, another good game, 4 kills at 571, 10 digs, 38 assists, and Taylor Sandboth, he had 5 kills at 357 with 3 blocks and an ace. As a team, they finished outblocking Atlanta 11-4 in this match. And this one stung for Atlanta in more ways than one. Hit the ball decently well, but couldn't find a way to close out sets, and playoff hopes suffer a very big blow. Aiko Jones still had 19 kills at 349, really good. Also had a block, and Leah Edmond had 12 kills at 194 with an ace. Jackie Moore had a pretty good showing with 6 kills as well at 750 with a couple blocks. But yeah, couldn't finish the sets and left in 3, so not great. Also, Indy Ignite at Grand Rapids on Friday. That one was on YouTube. Rapids controls what they can control and come up with a big 4 set win after dropping the first. They lost that first set to Indy 18-25 and then won 25-20, 25-23, 25-23 to win the match in 4. An offensive battle. We've had many defensive battles. This one, everyone was hitting really well. The Rise only hit 67 in the first set, but still finished the match hitting over 300. They hit 305 to Indy's 307, buoyed by a really good second and fourth set. They hit over 460 in both of those sets. The Rise did. Elizabeth Inna led the team with 19 kills at 295, had an ace, and Carly Snyder followed it up with a great game of her own, hit 359 with 17 kills. Ramad Al Hassan also really good with 11 kills at over 503 blocks. And Alyssa Jensen matched the Mojo's team total for blocks with five of her own and had four kills. So already this week, a lot of blocking disparity in these games. Indy on the other side, led by the classic Lekator-Johnny Teeler combo. And Teeler led the team with 24 kills at 429 with a block and an ace. Lekator had 18 kills of her own at 378 with a block and an ace as well. Kara Cressy did well with her chances, 7 kills at 357 with two blocks. But outside of her, the team didn't do too much blocking. Like I said, they had five for the match. Uh, and yeah, that was it for that one. Others also on the Friday, it was a big Friday. Columbus Fury at Dallas Pulse on victory. Dallas took a long first set before going on to sweep Columbus at home 28-26, 25-15, 25-23. The Fury made it close in a couple of the sets, but Dallas's offense just too much with the Pulse hitting 321 to the Fury's 189. They were led by Mimi Collier's 18 kills at 500. She had two aces and two blocks as well. Sofia Maldonado Diaz followed it up with 11 kills at 250 and three blocks. Caitlin Horde had the other three Dallas blocks for the match, and she also added four kills at 231. Like we mentioned, Carter Booth came in during the first set. She had four kills at 444 as well, so pretty good first showing for her. Raina Terry led the Fury in kills with 12 on the other side, but had a subpar hitting day up to her standard. She hit 150, also had an ace. Megan Lush had 10 kills at 259 with a block as well. Rachel Gomez also had a good game, 8 kills at 375 and a block, but as a squad, they couldn't make it count late in sets. As a team, they finished with only half of the Pulse's blocks, 4-8. Then we moved on to Sunday, an all-league day, the 19th. Started with Grand Rapids Rise at Columbus Fury on Scripps Sports Network. Grand Rapids looked shaky in a couple of the sets, but still overcame it to find the four-set win over the Fury. They won 25-18 in the first, dropped the second 20-25, and then won 25-22 and 27-25. The Rise, they refused to go quietly into the offseason and grabbed their second win of the week. They out-hit the Fury 180-152, took advantage of some Fury hitting errors to close this one out. Led by Carly Snyder's 15 kills at 196 with an ace. Elizabeth Inna and Paige Briggs-Romine both finished with 12 kills. They had 111 and 109 and had a couple aces between them as well. Alyssa Jensen had another good game blocking with four in this one. She also had 5 kills at 625. And Ramad Al Hassan finished with 9 kills at over 300 with three blocks. Raina Terry came back from her less than stellar hitting game earlier in the week. She hit 273 in this one, 20 kills, had an ace and two blocks as well. And Jalen Hodge had 15 kills at 242 with a block. Reagan Pittman Nelson had 5 kills at 214, four blocks as well. And Megan Lush also had four blocks with 7 kills, but she did hit negative for the match. The Fury took advantage of poor hitting from the Rise in the second set, but the Rise didn't give them another set like that to win. So that sent the Fury to their 19th loss of the year at the bottom of the standings. Then Omaha at Atlanta on YouTube. Omaha absolutely dismantled the vibe in Atlanta in this one. The first one was the closest. Omaha took it 25-21. Then they took the second 25-11, and then the third 25-14. This was the Omaha we're used to seeing. When people say we're being hard on Omaha, this is the standard they set. They hit 413 for the match to the Vibes 117 and outblocked them 14-1. Atlanta had one block for the whole match. It was just a romp. Good games all down the score sheet for those Supernovas. Merritt Beason had 14 kills at 448 with two blocks. Sarah Parsons had 11 kills at 435. She had three blocks and an ace as well. And Brooke Nonaviller had 9 kills, hit 450. She took the third most swings on the team, and it worked out for them. Brooke Mosher looked good again. She had 13 digs to lead the team and had 36 assists. Also had a kill and an ace and three blocks, so a lot of work for her in that game. Janice Liao had 5 blocks as well and added 4 kills at 125. Atlanta finished their week from hell, took their 15th loss of the year and their 6th loss in their last 7 matches, finding themselves firmly now in 7th place, which if you're checking, that's second to last. Leah Edmond, though, led the team with 10 kills at 280. Aiko Jones had 9 kills at 111. Jennifer Mosher had 7 kills at 167. And I think Jackie Moore deserves a shout out for nabbing the team's only block of the match. She also had 3 kills at 125. All right, also Sunday, San Diego Mojo at Orlando Valkyries on CBS Sports Network. The Mojo handed Orlando their second loss in a sweep for this week, sending them reeling as they fight for that last playoff spot. The Mojo won the first 25-17, then the second 25-19, and then finished the sweep 25-23. Continued to prove that they deserve to be in the playoffs with their second sweep of the week, the Mojo. Both sides of this game were in their second sweep of the week. The Mojo won both of them, and Orlando lost in 2 sweeps. Grace Loberg for the Mojo had 13 kills at 355 with 3 blocks. That was the total blocks that Orlando had for the match, 3. Taylor Sandbothy also matched Orlando's block total with 3 of her own and 7 kills at 467. Also 2 aces. Maya Tabron had 10 kills at 250 with a couple blocks as well. Maren Grote, 2 blocks and 5 kills at 308. They look really good. They finished the match hitting 279 to Orlando's 154. Also outblocked them 12-3. Did really well, keeping the errors to a minimum as well. On the other side, Orlando, like I said, similar to Atlanta, 2 losses this week, both in sweeps against teams that are in playoff spots, looking pretty bleak for them. Hannah Maddox played the first 2 sets, finished as the only Valkyrie in double-digit kills with 10. She hit 129. Brittany Abercrombie and Charity Looper both hit under 100. They combined for 11 kills. Natalie Foster did have a decent game with her chances, had 7 kills at 700 with 2 blocks. And then Dallas Pulse at Indy Ignite on Vice TV to finish the week. Indy sweeps the season series with Dallas. They were 4-0 against them this season. They won in a 4-set home victory. 25-17 in the first, 25-18 in the second. Lost the third 22-25, and then finished it off 25-21. Indy came back from their loss earlier in the week to get back to winning, led by Ajani Taylor's 19 kills at 452. A block as well. Lekator had 13 kills at 393, a couple blocks, and a team leading 16 digs. Anna DeBeer led the team in swings, but struggled this match. 8 kills at -57. Lydia Martin had 10 kills as well at 136, had 5 blocks and an ace. And Mia Tuininga added a couple aces and 4 kills to her 9 digs and 55 assists in this game. On the other side for Dallas, I don't know, we'll talk about it in a bit. I'm sure all these teams will say they don't really care who they get come playoffs. But in the private moments, I assume Dallas is hoping Indy slips up in the first round because the Pulse haven't found a way to beat them yet this season. And they might become Omaha fans in the first round. Sofia Maldonado Diaz in this game led the team with 12 kills at 21, along with 3 blocks. And Mimi Collier had 11 kills at 167. Seems like Indy just has the defense dialed in against Dallas this year in a way really no other team has figured out. And that was the week.
Great job.
Thank you.
Lots of sweeps.
Yeah.
Lots of
Lots of sweeps.
lots of
Lots of
12-3 block differentials. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, what the hell? It's not. Does that mean one team has new middles playing and the other team, their knees are tired?
Yeah.
I
mean,
think probably.
Yeah.
They're like, why? I think that if we talk about tiredness, I'm going to say that a middle blocker is the first one who rightfully deserves to give up.
Sure. Sure.
You know, that's going to be
also
where
you're
you see
very
it first.
very tired, and also you don't get all the glory anyway.
Almost none of it, actually.
Yeah. Like,
So Lydia was injured, right?
For a bit. I think she's
Okay.
back now.
Right. Yeah. But I was just, and then who was their other middle?
Blake Moeller was injured. That was a
Yes.
knee situation.
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, depending on trigger warning, it's gross. I don't remember if I've said it before, but her patellar tendon separated from her knee.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, it happened, and then the day after, she was like, let's get it reattached. Hurry.
Yeah.
I'm going for surgery right now.
Let's do
So
that
she's
quick.
already had it. She's already had the
That's good
surgery.
at least.
Obviously,
So
she's
she's
not
in
going to
recovery.
play this year, but she, like, you can tell, is planning to come back.
I mean, if anything was detached from my body, I think I'd also want it to get attached pretty quickly.
Totally. Totally. For
Yeah,
sure.
I would prefer
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Cool.
Although I will mention that little throwback, Kendra Dahlke, she needs to get some kind of surgery and she hasn't gotten it yet.
Oh,
Now, I don't know if that's a separation within her body. I'm not sure exactly what it is. But she posted a TikTok a couple weeks ago that was like, I'm waiting for workman's comp to go through. So
oh,
I think it's like an insurance thing, which again,
Yeah,
have I talked about that
awesome.
and we put it out there? I don't remember.
I don't
Maybe we
think
have.
so.
Um, but I think it's like a trying to figure out which hospital. Like it seems like
Um,
she's trying to
What's a
figure out where she
network?
can have it. What's a network with like the insurance of the state?
it's
I
bleak.
don't. It's where we live. But I'm just saying. I think sometimes if you need something, if you need a surgery, I don't think you're always going to get it right away. Although we don't know the
Yeah.
extent.
Yep. True.
Um, I was going to say that I feel like some surprising things happened this week, namely the sweeps. I didn't expect there to be so many sweeps,
From Omaha.
especially from Omaha and Mojo, who, like, in those two matches that were among four teams in contention, like, didn't think that was going to go as it did.
Yeah.
And I think it just proved to us that, like, our hypotheses about it ultimately being Omaha and San Diego, like, they're the teams that seem to really want it and be performing at the right time in the season for it to be them
It's
ultimately.
so it's the teams that we went to go see.
They got the bump.
That's correct. You're not
I mean
wrong
that
there.
the Omaha Atlanta game on Sunday was just it was one of the biggest beatings we've seen this year, it feels
Yeah.
like.
That's
No
pretty.
joke.
Yeah.
14-1 in the blocks. They had a 25-11 set in there.
Yeah. And, like,
Pretty
to
wild.
Banworth's credit, she tried a bunch of people.
Yeah.
She tried
Yeah.
as many people as she could. Jenny Mosher is what the announcers were saying. Hit 167. I thought that she looked really good, but the stats, it's one of those things where these players that are coming in late, on one hand, if they were playing at really great clubs abroad and have been playing for a while, in some cases, this is Jenny Mosher's one, like, could make an impact right away, but at the same time, you've never played with this team before or this
Yeah.
combination of players.
Yeah, it's a big lift.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah, like Atlanta is already struggling. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot to do.
Yeah. Merritt Beason is having quite a time.
She had a really good week, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's accounting for like the majority of their points.
Do you think that's like she is vibing with Brooke Mosher better than Sydney?
I'm really wondering how
Yeah, they
Yeah.
much.
just have seemed to have fully made that switch now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Which
is
is
wild.
Yeah, it's not a
wild.
timeshare anymore. It's fully Brooke Mosher's job.
But it's her ball. I mean, and that's the thing is that, like, sometimes with a setter, you can look at them separately and be like, this skill seems better than this skill. But when the team has good outcomes, that's kind of an intangible, and you're like, we just got to leave this one in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't see it coming.
No.
I would not have placed this bet at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I wonder how Sydney's feeling leaving Indy to come
Perhaps
to
not
Omaha.
good.
Perhaps not good.
Well, and speaking of Indy, so Mia didn't get the start in the loss, correct?
Yeah.
And did she come in at all?
Yes,
Was
Yeah,
it
she
just the
subbed in
dub
a
sub?
couple in the middle sets.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, 5 assists only on the match. I mean, I think that's like a why not rest her
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I mean,
give the
she's
team some
probably
good
another.
vibes.
We talked about Mimi Collier as a MVP candidate. I would think Mia is probably the indie candidate as well.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Like
She's so fun.
she's been great for them. So I
She's
guess
so great.
Marley's
She's so
another one
fun.
for San Diego.
Oh,
That's been
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Not to jump around too much, but now that we bring up Marley, I mean, did they sweep 2 times this week?
I think
Yes.
so.
Atlanta on Friday and
Mhm.
Orlando on Sunday.
yeah, Orlando
That
got
just,
swept twice, and Atlanta got swept twice.
yeah. So, wow. It's really not.
Yeah. We had our
It's
hypotheses.
not
We're
what you
like, these
want.
teams are still in the running.
Literally,
These teams are no longer.
since we said Atlanta's looking pretty, like, I don't know, Atlanta might be good. They've lost every match.
Yeah.
6 of their
It's
last 7.
crazy. It's really upsetting.
Oops.
Well, okay. On this note, do we want to talk about playoff picture?
Yeah. What do the
Sure.
standings look like
Because
first?
things we said Atlanta and Orlando, I mean, it's not looking good, but there's still a chance. And I also
Yeah.
just want to once again give a shout out to Elvis. Elvis Thrill. He's a Thrill
He's
fan.
holding it out. Still the thrill.
He's holding it down. He's maintaining the name, hoping that they'll come back. And I think they're gonna, but I don't know when.
Nice.
I don't know when. Okay. So let's just talk about the 2 teams that we feel really good about. The Supernovas have 2 matches remaining. That's against Fury and Pulse. Based on Elvis's analysis, if Omaha just wins just one of those with a 3-0 or a 3-1 score, they should clinch.
Are we being serious? Like, points are the tiebreaker?
It's matches and it's sets and all of that, but it's also there's a tiebreaker of points.
Of points. Yeah, because it
As
seems
the
like
next.
they're at 13 losses. If they win out,
If
Grand
they win out,
Rapids,
they're good.
Like, yeah.
But
they're
I'm
good.
saying the minimum that they need to do of those 2 matches is
Wait,
win
can you-
one of them.
Can you say what are those 2 again?
Fury and Pulse.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
So if they can beat if they can just handle Biz, they're in.
right.
It's in
That's
their
right.
hands.
And it's Fury first. Fury they see on Friday.
And that's just to get one of the top 4 spots, obviously. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so Mojo, they are very behind in the first tiebreaker, which is points, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And we're talking
we'll delete
points.
that if I'm wrong.
Are we talking match like
It's that
like
first
when-
column in. Go ahead.
like when you win a 3-set match, you get 3 points. When you
Yep. If you win a 4-set, you get a certain number of points. If you win a 5-set, you get a certain number of points.
if you lose
If you lose in 5, you
you
also
get
a
1 point,
there.
I think. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm, yes. And what's interesting about that, I just want to mention, that's a very common international situation. And I just want to mention, like, Loveba, they did different tiebreaker rules than the international, like, what's tiebreaker 1, tiebreaker 2, tiebreaker 3. And, like, it affected their 4th and 5th place teams. And players were going on social media saying it's heartbreaking that the tiebreakers were like this because they're not like this abroad.
Oh no.
So
Welcome
I was like,
to America.
I was like,
We do things differently here.
which players aren't signing with them again? Let's see, because I can't imagine they're allowed to talk about that
Yeah.
unless they're
allowed to talk about
playing. Like I don't know. I just haven't seen
Criticism.
I'm under assumption that there are gag orders on all
Oh.
negative, all negative
Gotcha,
PR.
gotcha.
All negative
That's
press.
all I mean. No negative press is allowed. That's my impression.
Tight-lipped. Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so Mojo has 36 points. Omaha has 40. Grand Rapids has 34 points. So, like, that's just a little different.
Got it. Yeah.
And as a result, they need to win more. So Mojo has 4 matches left. That is Dallas, Columbus, Indy, and Grand Rapids. They need 2 wins. There are a handful of scenarios where they can advance with 1 win, but it's based on other people doing badly, right? Like other people that they need to do badly. But basically, they
if
need
they
to
want to
focus
secure
on
it
2
for
wins.
themselves, they need 2.
2 wins among.
What's the outside Grand Rapids scenario, though?
Okay, I'll tell
They
you.
gotta have a bunch of stuff happen. Right?
Rise has a chance, but they really need to win everything else that they have. 3 more matches.
It feels like they gotta win them.
They have to win all of them.
14 and 14.
Okay.
But if they lose 1, and some other people really do badly, then it's possible. Okay, Orlando is very similar. Orlando has 4 more.
If that extra game.
Their best possibility is that they win all of them, and they hope that Mojo and Supernovas do bad.
Yeah.
Good luck.
They could lose 1 and do like the same thing as Grand Rapids, but that's a long shot.
Well, and the Mojo and the Rise finished the season against each other, so.
Mm-hmm.
Some weird stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Atlanta still isn't out.
That's crazy.
They have 4 matches. They definitely need to win the rest. So basically, like this week, someone will lose, and they'll be out among those 3. You know.
Wait, Nikki. Oh, God, these stupid logos are so similar.
Are you talking about Orlando and Dallas? Per
No. Well, that happens, but I it happens to me with Grand Rapids and Fury sometimes.
And Fury, totally. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are you seeing?
I almost was like, you're right. They have 4 matches, but I
did the math wrong. It's okay.
Grand Rapids being in 5th is pretty funny.
Well, so
it's a leapfrog Atlanta and Orlando.
Here's what I'll say about Grand Rapids. They and Orlando both have just like had a bad run of injuries.
Yeah.
And now that Grand Rapids has some people back and in full form, this like means that they're putting a fight up, you know?
But Orlando has the similar thing, and as we've said in the past, they've played, as we've referred to people in the past, they've played kind of butt recently. They've gotten everyone back, but they're butt.
But I don't think they're at 100%. I don't think they're at 100%.
Sure.
I feel like maybe Chomps still has a finger thing. That no one said that. That's just what I'm observing. We've talked about Brittany Abercrombie is not 100%. Like, we did see Hannah Maddox back. She looked better.
Yeah.
But she was out for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Versus Grand Rapids, Elizabeth Inna is like, I think, full force now. That wasn't the first game we'd seen her back, but like she looked really healthy and like she was at her normal self. Did you know that she grew up in Romania?
Oh. Okay.
That's pretty sweet.
And played internationally, like very soon after graduating high school. So she has a lot of experience, which makes sense because she's solid. And then Ramat Al-Hassan's back, who they needed.
Yeah, she was really good. Really
good
this week.
Any amount of pressure you can take off of Carly Snyder and Paige Briggs-Romine is important because they're both great, but like they just need to share the responsibility.
Yeah, it helps. Carly Snyder had a good week again as well. Like obviously it's nice. I think that's a similar thing with Omaha. Like Brooke had a decent week, and it helps when she's taking the third amount of swings on the team and not having to, get out there and take 50 swings and figure it out for us.
For sure.
It helps to have a team.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
You don't say. Oh, I pulled open the Atlanta Omaha stats because you were talking about Brooke having a good time and also not needing to swing a million times. Just wanted to little corrections corner because I scrolled and saw Atlanta's libero, who to me that appears to be Britt Rampelberg, but I saw a pronunciation guide and it says Rumpelberg. So that one time that I was roasting that announcer, I was wrong.
I refuse to take accountability.
No, Ian.
No
of course not.
corrections.
Of course not, Ian. Why would you take
Yeah.
any of that?
Yeah.
Why would you take any of that?
It was, free roast.
Free roast, like
Yeah.
we can just freely roast
Yeah, we take
anytime
free
about
shots.
anything.
Yeah, just
Free
make stuff up.
shots.
Roast about it.
Ian says it's a free roast zone for him, and also he gets to be the biggest feminist on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it
I
gets
think that's
to.
really that's the easiest way to become the biggest
Just
feminist is to
objective.
never be wrong about anything.
And
Yeah.
to never listen to any criticism, talk to anybody about it.
Yeah.
You just get to live in the bubble that I'm in.
Absolutely.
Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
While we're looking at the stats of Atlanta, how do you think it ended up that Jennifer Mosher's name is lowercase?
It's just
I know
lowercase.
it's horrible.
Like, who
That's
did
awesome.
that? I know
There's
I'm like
just
the
not a lot of
first to
attention to
like,
detail, you know?
yeah, I'm like the
That's-
first to like call out the shitty website stuff.
It's okay. It's
So
okay.
weird.
It's fine. What I really want, talk about shitty website stuff. If there's a place on this, tell me that I'm wrong. I want a pronunciation guide
Yeah.
anywhere on this website, on the
Yeah.
league website.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to go
Even
to
if
like
it's
the
just
individual
linking-
teams.
Right. Even if it's just linking to the team
Yeah.
books or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that should be too big of an ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I want. It's what I want. Okay.
Well, so we were talking about Omaha and Brooke and stuff.
Broken stuff.
And stuff.
Took the second most passes for them against Atlanta on Sunday,
Yep.
but didn't only hit pass like 8 times in their game earlier in the week. And I know she like sat last week. They're not necessarily passing like better. The numbers
No.
wouldn't say it's better, but they're
Right.
winning now. I don't know if that's just they're hitting better, if they're just like Brooks not having to pass so much. They're spreading it
if-
around a little more. Like I don't
what
know
if-
what that is, but
What if they didn't want Sydney to set, and so they were giving her bad?
they're giving her bad. They're giving her trash pass.
And then Brooke
It was a
Mosher came
mutiny?
in, and they're like, okay, we'll clean it up now.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
or like she's doing.
We
Yeah,
have you
I
ever
think
done
that
that,
would be-
Kelly?
That would honestly be really impressive if they could do
It would
that.
be hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Here I am like, uh-oh, did anyone ever fuck up their passing when I came in? I
no.
don't think so.
is that
I
just
truly think that would
maybe
be
like
impossible.
Brooke Mosher doing better with the
With off ball.
subpar passes that
Yeah.
they're giving her? Like,
maybe.
I don't.
Well, yeah, because wait, you were saying that the stats aren't necessarily better.
Yeah, they're kind of the
Yeah.
same. Like
Passing stats.
they were 50% positive against Atlanta. Obviously, it's a smaller sample size. It's only a 3-set match. They were what was their number against?
49%, I think.
Yeah, 49.
Orlando.
So that's like basically what they've been doing all year. Different people are passing. Like Brooks not having to take 42 passes. Sarah Parsons took most of them, I think, in the Orlando game. But like 50% positive is about what they've been in. Like they've had a lot of 48% games, and that was a problem for them earlier. But they're just
But my thing
killing,
here
yeah.
is still that like on their big blocking games, they're winning. Right?
Sure, yeah. I mean, it was
I mean-
13-3 in their first game, and then 14-1 in their second game of the week. So
Yeah. When they take. So, I mean, that's a couple different things. They're blocking more and they're getting blocked less. But the
Yeah.
blocking more, I mean, isn't Merritt Beason 6'3"? I think she is. We can look that up. And
Janice
Londot's
Liao
big
had
too.
a big one too.
Yeah, but then when their middles are back, Janice didn't play against Orlando.
No, that was that Atlanta
Merritt
game. She had
Beason's listed
5.
as 6'4".
Holy shit. Yeah, and I think
don't
she
know.
jumps too.
Yeah.
So all I mean with that is that like if their passing is the same, then I would venture to say that there's another part of their game that's been ebbing and flowing.
Yeah.
And I remember at the beginning of the season, they were the worst blocking team in the league. And now in these 2 matches where they sweep, they have double-digit blocks.
Yep.
But on top of that, they must be swinging more smart smarter. Because they're getting blocked way less. I feel like that is why, especially against Atlanta, their hitting percentage was so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
They're
just
not
mean,
had
getting
yeah,
everything.
blocked. They
either
got
the,
blocked
yeah,
one time. The whole team got blocked one time.
yeah. That could be a setting. That's a setting thing too, though. Like distribution.
Yeah. And it's that setting thing is a thing where, sorry to be a broken record, but we have no way of knowing what's happening with the sets in the current screen that we can, in the current angle.
Tell me about it.
There's no way to know. I can't tell if it's making it all its way to the pin or not.
I was in a social situation this week where someone posed the question, what is the one like competition that you'd want to go to live? And it like didn't have to be sports. But of course everyone's gonna think about sports. And I didn't really have an
Plan.
answer. And and then someone brought
No?
up like Winter Olympics, and I was like, yeah, that would be cool. Winter Olympics, yeah. And then someone's like, you don't want to go watch the Summer Olympics volleyball? And I'm like, it depends where my seats are.
Yeah. No, totally.
We need to get
I
it like broadcast on the Sphere in Las Vegas so we can get like some three
every
dimensions.
angle.
How do you
This
think
is
dimensions work? How do you think the sphere works? Three
I want it to
dimensions.
wrap around me, but
The
also
ball,
depth.
some
yeah.
sort of VR goggle element
Yeah.
so I can turn my head.
Yeah, yeah.
Ultimately, the best angle to watch volleyball is to be playing it. And I don't know how to solve it other than that.
True.
There's no, but
We're
Contact
the camera
lenses with
people.
cameras in them.
I welcome an opportunity for anyone to try. Even if it sucks, and even if the YouTube chat goes in on you, I don't care. Try something new. Oh, I want to give credit where it's due, though. I was watching Mojo on Sunday, and we had a really good replay of a dig
Nice.
Dig replay.
Nice. Shout out.
from Venegas. It was great.
And this was at Mojo
Yeah.
at San Diego. All right. Cool.
Can you believe it?
Love it.
Not who I thought would be the first one to give me a dig replay, but they did it.
Well,
Absolutely.
Thank you to those
what did
college
you
kids. No,
what
I'm
did you
kidding.
think about them this week? Because now they're
Ugh,
Yeah.
it's so
third.
exciting. I'm
Yeah.
so
Still,
happy for Alisha.
they're really good.
Yeah. It's very fun.
I have been thinking, this game against Orlando, I just felt like Marley's defense is so impressive.
She's so
And
good.
she played beach volleyball for a year or two, maybe at Florida, I think, like after her indoor season was over. And I just think I would be very curious to see like tape of her indoor before beach, because I just think that and not in every instance is beach going to make you like extremely good at a skill, or that much better at a skill. There are enough things that are different about playing outside, the elements for one, that can like make it worse for you to come back inside because the ball's moving very differently.
Yeah.
But I just wonder, like, my hypothesis is that playing beach helped her defensive game so much because
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
she reads the shit out of the attacker and just like goes and gets it, no problem.
Yep. Yeah.
She's gonna finish with the league's best hitting percentage too, or efficiency, I should say. Efficiency.
Really?
She's at
Oh,
430.
Yeah. She's
pretty
so
cool.
good. She's so good.
So she played indoor at Florida and beach at UCLA.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wonderful. Yeah, I think that Morgan Lewis is really improving this season. Now, she didn't hit super great against Orlando, but I think that her presence has been consistent, especially with getting more blocks over there. And like that her and Giovanna seem to kind of split time, and it's not in a match, but like across a given week, it could be either of them.
Yeah.
So that's been good. I mentioned
Taylor
recently
Sandbothy's been really good too.
that the middles have really improved this year too.
Yep. Yeah, they kind of figured that out.
Totally. Yeah, Loberg hit great in this game too. I mean, it's something where like I would want to ask Alisha what happened. Because in some ways this is not that different of a lineup. And we've
Yeah.
seen certain players really improve over time, but like what did she do?
Well, I don't know. When we saw her and they were losing, when we saw them lose, she was still like,
Badly.
there's stuff.
Yeah,
There's
You
she's
see the
stuff that we can
hopeful.
get.
pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
never gave up and they started 1-6.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that Mojo as a team has done this twice, 2 out of 3 seasons?
The vision.
Yeah.
That's their
Started
thing.
horribly. Now
Wasn't
see
it
for them,
wasn't it
God,
all 3 seasons?
has it been all 3? But they didn't make playoffs in year 2.
Oh, okay. But
Is
yeah,
all I
definitely
mean.
the first season.
Yeah.
That was crazy. We were like hopeless.
They're goners. We were like, "Hey, our goners." Yeah. That's been extremely cool.
What about how do you feel about Dallas not winning a match against Omaha this season? Or against
Or in
against
Indy.
Indy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dallas not being able to beat Indy this season yet. For 0-4 in their 4 matches.
0 and
For the
4.
top 2 teams.
I mean, I think it just it is interesting. Like, so when you were going through this corner, and I was looking at Dallas, like I'm like, man, do you think Mimi's bored? Like Dallas against Columbus, like
Yeah.
Mimi and Sophia, like
They're just crushing the ball.
they
It's
just crush the ball, and
Yeah.
that's the game plan, and it works, and they're winning. And then we go to the game against Indy, and like, oh yeah, like
They're fallible.
Yeah.
they're doing it like Indy is handling it, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like,
And they're really the only team that's like they have 7 losses and 4 of them are to Indy.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yes.
another question for the Indy coach. It's like, how did you figure out the Dallas outsides? Can you give us the secret sauce?
Yeah, because I don't know if it's necessarily that they're blocking them, but I
I
think
don't think so.
they're just funneling it correctly.
Totally.
Yeah.
And is this a thing where we're like,
And Elena Scott is just amazing.
do they get a ton of kills cross and Elena just reads that? Like
I
Elena
think
has their
so.
number?
They do get a lot of cross shots.
Okay, see, this might be something that I need to do. I'm not promising anything, but to do one of those like from college scouting reports
Oh,
where we just
yeah.
like track every direction that the player hits.
Yeah,
You know,
good luck
even
with
if
that.
it's a kill or not.
Yeah. You need
It's
like
really
some
hard.
data viz for that.
But I would love to know like where are they getting kills, and if it's cross, a ton, which is
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
something that like we kind of think is true, but we don't have data.
Yeah.
I like data.
Yeah. I know it would be fun to have that
But that's-
information.
well,
Because
and that's what
someone's
I s-
done it in the league, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
There's
They've got
3
it in the
assistant
league.
coaches that are doing it.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
actively as the games are happening or
No, they
on
got-
like tape afterwards.
No, an iPhone is doing it right now.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you're not doing that,
like
that
a
by hand.
software?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's nice to do it by hand.
You're
Okay.
like a
I'm just
baseball
saying.
card scorer.
I'm just saying
yeah.
that's not the reality we live in, Nikki.
Maybe, I don't know. I've never seen it. Show me the software.
Well, and I said it in this corner that like, all these teams I'm sure publicly will be like, you play who's in front of you. Don't care who you have to play. But like the Dallas would probably rather not have to play Indy in the playoffs, and
Of course.
maybe Omaha, who has been good against Indy, I think they were 2-2 and split
Mhm.
the season series. You'd like
Mhm.
Omaha to be the 4 and beat Indy, and then you take care of your biz, and you get to play Omaha.
Don't speak like that against the Ignite.
That's what I'm saying. They don't want the smoke. Dallas doesn't want that.
No, of course they don't, but they might have to experience it.
That would be that's their best outcome. They need a tough path
They
for
need
Indy.
they need a tough path for Indy, but I don't know. I think see, this is about the time last year where I couldn't stop hiding my affinity for Orlando.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've hidden my affinity for Indy this year.
Well, it's going to be tough if they're playing Omaha. Who will you root for? Your favorite
Yeah,
team
your-
or the team
your favorite
Indy, the team that you picked?
I don't know. I feel like I felt more like you're going Mojo this year.
Me?
Yeah. Maybe Maybe I have too. I
I
have.
think you two really loved Mojo this
I
year.
do.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
want good things for Alisha and also the team that has to travel the most, the
Well, I do
longest,
like
the
this
most
this
hours
week's
logged.
Yeah,
this
that's
week's
fair.
indie also was like you can tell sometimes like they don't do it a ton, but sometimes they're just like we'll go back to the Johnny Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Lekator. They get 70 swings this game, and we'll just win that way if we need
Yeah.
to.
yeah.
Yep. Totally.
It's good to have a fallback option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
Whereas like Dallas doesn't
they
have a
haven't been
fallback
that all year.
option.
Yeah, that's been their whole
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, and
It's
like
kind of
I guess we
funny.
forget like Lekator was not there for the playoffs last year either.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yep. Absolutely. It's kind of funny when I hear Ian say things that like 4 weeks ago I was talking about, and Ian's like, you don't have
Again,
to win with your outsides, but sometimes you can.
no accountability. But like that's yeah, I don't we talked about it a little bit last week where like Dallas is the good version of being top heavy and Atlanta is the bad version of being top heavy where they're not winning
Yeah.
games.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I don't know, it feels like Indy can still be that if they
Mm-hmm.
if they want to, but
Right.
that hasn't really been
They've got a
their
little bit more
MO all
depth.
year. Yeah,
A little
they've
bit
Well,
more
been
depth than
changing
that.
it up a lot
and that's the thing is that Indy has like 4 game plans that they can shift into,
yeah.
depending on the day and how people are feeling and which people are out there. Like I think they're one of the only teams that it feels like there can be pretty reliably 5 different pin hitters and everybody can get wins. Like
Yep.
it's so they have so many versions of game plans to go with, whereas I don't think Dallas does, but they don't need an option B a lot of times,
Yeah.
which is why against Indy you see their option A falter.
I mean,
Hmm.
against Dallas, Anna DeBeer had the most attempts and hit negative,
Yeah.
and they won like pretty
Yeah.
handily.
Right. Yeah.
So that seems nice.
I really wish, I really wish that Indy won this year and that next year the United States could be the North America version for the North American team
Oh,
to go into the World Club Championships. I
yeah.
would have loved to see how this team did
Yeah.
on that level, on that like stage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting measuring stick, I guess.
Yeah. Oh well, go Mexico.
Well, we got to start with PVFV Love All-Star
Oh.
game that everybody
No,
wants.
please, I don't want that. Not
Uh,
me.
You're
It's
not
funny
you're
that the
not a
championships
proponent of that.
happened. We didn't talk about it at all. No idea. But
Who won? Which of the cursive teams won?
Austin won again. They wrote that script
Mm,
for Austin to win again. How boring.
wow. Texas
But also,
twice.
just want to mention they're done at April 20th. It's a
yeah.
difference to note.
There's a difference. I do feel like this season is a little long.
It's too long.
It's a little
It's too long.
long.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I think in the off season is I'm going to make a data visual about the amount of time that each of the teams spent traveling.
Oh,
That'll be like one of my slides. And then I'm going to do another one that's like the number of weeks and matches played compared to the other leagues in the world. That's going to be another slide. And this is all going to go towards my suggestion for for 2 conferences next year and a shorter season.
all right.
This is all just your pitch deck for like some sort of league office job.
No, they would never
The
hire me.
MLB.
She's too expensive.
I'm too expensive, and also you can't buy my silence. So
Well, you just got to be commish.
they would never do that.
Contractor.
They would never do it. Now, am I open to it? My
Hit
DMs
us
are
up.
open.
My DMs are open.
Courtcaptains at
Yeah.
gmail.com.
You don't even know our Gmail. You're forgetting
Court
the pod.
Captain's Pod
Court
at
Captain's
Thank you.
Pod at
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
That's
Send
right.
any Indeed job postings. Yeah, that's
Do you have
cool.
any other
Yes.
feelings, thoughts?
No, it was a fun week, though.
Yeah.
It'll be a
Fun
fun
week.
next
Lots of,
week.
yeah.
And it's continuing.
This is a fun time in the season, even though the season's long.
Totally.
We get
Absolutely.
to see everything wrap up.
Yeah, it's
And we
kind of
don't know how it's
exciting
going to
again.
end.
We
and
don't
that's fun.
know. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for listening to Court Captains, a volleyball podcast. Please give us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you like what you're hearing. Support small podcasts. And if you don't like what you're hearing, then please just go ahead and mind your business. Follow us on Instagram at Court Captains Pod and email us your questions or comments at courtcaptainspod@gmail.com. And let us know if you want a sticker. We're snail mailing that shit.
Yeah.
And, stamps, I think, went up in cost. So you're welcome, friends.
And or send us a little tip on Venmo. Just for stamps.
All right. Well, and don't forget to be the captain of your own court.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
As always.
As
That's how you
always.
get the stamp money.
That's how you get the stamp money. Be the captain of your own court.
All right.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.